microphone, and yes, this is a very sporadic live stream. I'm aware there's no warning or anything that it was coming, but it's here. Oh. So today, I don't know how to flip the camera around. That's a problem, I guess. How do I flip it around? I want to show you what's going on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on the desk right now, as you can see here. And I got this in the... Oh, by the way, this is the DAPS thing. It's still broken, but no. Coming over to here, this I ordered off of the eBays, and I've been wanting one of these motherboards for a long time. Well, it arrived like this. And there's a kind of a banana look to it over here as well. Or a taco look. I don't know. And there's a little bit on this edge right here. So I've named this the taco computer, or the taco computer, or the banana computer, or something. Yeah, I don't know. I need to check though. Am I live streaming publicly? Because the last time I went live, I actually wasn't live streaming publicly. I was live streaming to absolutely nobody. So let's just figure that one out momentarily here. YouTube Studio. I just want to make sure, okay? I've already done this in the past wrong. I live streamed for like 45 minutes to nobody. Oh, this is unlisted as well. I'm glad I looked. Publish. Publish! Yes, we're live. Why does it always go live unlisted? I don't understand that one. If I'm live streaming, or anyone's live streaming for that matter, don't they normally want people to see the live stream? I don't know. I'm asking you. I don't know. Either way, there is a humongous mess in here. It's a lot dirtier than it was the last time you saw it, as you can see. By the way, my camera is currently lagging as I move it around. I don't know if you see the lag spikes or not, but it's like lag spiking. Yeah. Either way, so I was seeing if this works, and it actually does work, surprisingly. I let the seller know that it's all banged up. I don't know, it's a big popular computer seller, so they packaged it well. It's just their packaging wasn't quite good enough, it appears. Either way, I am wrapped around 14 cords at once right now. What even is going... I don't even know what I'm looking at down here. Oh, okay, never mind. So, what is going on here? You might be wondering, why is there everything everywhere? And there's a reason for that. So, first, I was trying to put that into that. Well, no, let's back up. First, I was trying to modify the cooler on my GTX 980 Ti because I want to make some more videos on it as soon as humanly possible. Well, no, not really. I want to make some more videos on it. Not specifically as soon as possible, but sometime. But then, well, I had games updating for a few hours and had computer parts scattered all over the place. Well, graphics card parts specifically. Well, that is working now, kinda, I think. Either way, then I got that. So I tried to see if it works, and it is working. But then I tried putting it inside of the case, which I actually have here, that is empty, and it doesn't work. It's hard to hold the motherboard, hold the case steady, and hold the phone all at the same time. So I'm not going to try to show to you that it, what I'm going to say, it doesn't fit inside. I'm sorry, I am struggling right now. Everything is tangled up in... What in the world? It's being tangled up by a car wiper. Yeah, I need to clean in here today as well during the live stream, I think. Let me make sure. Nobody's in chat. I just want to double check that we are actually public. We are. I think. Deco motherboard. Yep. Either way, so where do we start here? So this desktop computer down here has an i7-3770K in it. And my phone's ringing. He's calling. Hello again. I don't know what happened. I got a call, but then I guess it quit the live stream. I don't know. I don't know. That's fine. Either way, let me triple check that I'm live. Actually, I can't do that on here for some reason. YouTube is weird. So, what do I need to do? Well, I cannot move around here. No. But that has an i7-3770K in it. It's a bigger motherboard. I took the cooler off the i7-3770K, and I took the back plate off, which happens to have fallen on the floor more than 4 times. That's fine. And the back plate goes to this in some way, which is good. It's exactly what we need. But the thing is, well, now that doesn't have a cooler, but that's probably fine. No. But that now unleashes a whole new can of worms called, what do? I guess what I have to do is remove this motherboard from this case so I can have it in a case. I'm sorry for shaking the camera around like a leaf. Actually, no, a leaf doesn't shake this much. I'm shaking it more than a leaf. Let me just uncord myself momentarily here. So, I haven't put that in the car yet. Either way, let's do some gymnastics to get over this. So, let's move some things out of the way momentarily here. That goes out of the way. I guess I can go here. Out of the way. Out of the way. Out of the way. And I can put a box, that one, up here. I'm going to use 2 hands for this though. I have no chance of lifting this box up with 1 hand. It's actually a relatively heavy box. I take between Lake Elsinore, California and Anaheim, California. And I have no chance of lifting it with 1 hand. It's up here. It has computer stuff in it. The heater is down there. It's gotten marginally worse in here since the last live stream. I don't know if you noticed. Computer speakers. Keep the box. What is this? Oh, visible. Yeah, this is a visible phone thing here. I need to keep the box for that as well. I'm pretty sure for warranty. I need to look up that. Oh, my HD 5450 is down here. I need to put that into here. I hope. Yeah, it goes right inside here. There's a GTX 750. Oh, it's in here. Never mind. I was going to say there's a GTX 750 Ti around here, and that needs to go in here. But that's already in here. Put it in already. 1 step ahead. Yes. Hello, Lynn. Saying hi. Can't stay. All right. Have a good day, Lynn. Thanks for popifying in, or populating in. I still have that. Let's see. I see Mickey Mouse. Indeed. Mickey Mouse. Wait, is there another Mickey Mouse in here, or is it just a blanket? I don't know. It's a mess. It's more of a mess than it was before. I am an expert at making a mess, and not an expert at cleaning up the mess. In the drawer. Is Mickey Mouse in the drawer? Oh. Yeah, I broke the ear off of that at one point. That's because we're right by Disneyland here in Anaheim, California. So, since my mom lives right by Disneyland, we have a Mickey Mouse. What are you stuck on? We have a Mickey Mouse, whatever that is, statue or piggy bank. I'm not exactly sure. I've lost stuff which is not surprising to anyone, seeing the shape of this bedroom. I need these right here to forcefully, very gently remove the motherboard from this. What is most of this? I don't even know. What's this? What's all that? Yeah, okay. What do I need to remove these? It's just normal things. Okay. But I need to move this out of the way momentarily. I'm gonna set the phone down. Oh, that's a heavy chair. I'm sorry for such a bad cameraman today. I wasn't prepared to go. I wasn't prepared to go live, but I never am prepared to go live. I just go live randomly. This is what happens. Things happen. I'm trying to untangle a cable for the phone. Okay. Have a good day, Lynn. Okay. Phone is now plugged back in. We've lost 10% doing that. Yeah, my phone's being pushed to the absolute max. It's not very happy. Well, I guess it never really is happy. I broke it immediately after I got it, which warrants a good reason for it not to be happy, so it's alright. I had a big screwdriver around here, and I don't know where it went, so I guess I'll just use the little adjustable one or something. It's not adjustable. What is it called? I don't know. This has a 750 watt power supply in it, so we are good in that regard. Let's remove HD audio. Yay! I guess, I don't know. USB 910. Yeah, we can remove that. What's this? SATA fan? Yeah, well, we're removing that too. What's this? I don't know. It goes. What is this? Well, I don't know. It goes. We're just going to unplug. That's alarming how easy that unplugged. Yeah, that's a very weak connector, and you shouldn't probably unplug that easy. What is this? I don't know either. Okay, well, everything is unplugged. Nope, I lied. Now everything is unplugged. So now I need to gently unscrew everything. Oh, there's a Phillips screwdriver right here. Can I use this screwdriver? Probably not. I really would rather. Oh, I guess is it fitting? Oh yeah, it did fit. Okay. I would much prefer using a what is the word for it? Electronic screwdriver. And I actually have it with me. It's in the car. But that requires feeling like going outside and getting it, which I precisely do not feel like doing, so I'm going to have to do this one-handed several different ways. To be fair, it is safer doing it one-handed. That's one thing. Not safer for me, but safer for the motherboard. I'm flinking screws all over the place. It's safer for me, not really, but it's safer for the motherboard in the way that I will not strip the screw out. Actually, I can't guarantee that. I've done that before. I shouldn't strip the screw out. Well, I'll probably still end up stripping one at some point. At least I have the right screwdriver for the job. It feels very correct. Either way, we got a couple more here to undo. It's a rather large motherboard. The motherboard I'm going to be putting in here is also rather large. Goodbye, screw. And the fun part when we're done here is figuring out if we have gotten every screw out, because it's pretty easy to miss screws when taking them out of the motherboard. Now, it's not a big deal. You just gently lift up. If it doesn't lift up, look where it's not lifting up and where it's sticking, and you'll usually end up finding a screw there. And, well, that's just, it's an easy fix. That's what I'm trying to say. It's no big deal if you miss a screw. Just don't force it. Especially a motherboard like this, all right? Don't force the motherboard like this to leave the computer, because there's no clips holding one of these in. It should just leave. And in this case, I jerked it around a little bit, but yeah, it came out. How dirty is it? Oh, it's pretty clean. Ooh, ow. The backside of them has like little pins in it. They just gave me acupuncture. Hopefully the motherboard is fine. I just aggressively set it down. Now, with this banana board, I don't know how to go about screwing it down. I really don't. I need to take the I/O out, don't I? Yeah, I gotta do that. Where do I set you? We'll set you on top of the screws for a moment. So the I/O is a shield in the back here, and it needs to be removed. And how do you remove the I/O, you might be wondering? Well, I don't know. I'm trying to work that out myself. I think we remove it from this side, just by pushing on it, right? Oh yeah, we just push on it. Oh, yep. Like I was saying, we just push on it, and it aggressively evacuates or something. So now we can grab the motherboard of doom or something. Yeah. Let's grab this and shove it in and see if it is exactly the right size or if it's a little bit off. I think actually this motherboard is the same size as that one, so all the standoffs actually might be in the same spot, which is kind of a miracle. Normally with me and computers, that doesn't happen. So the fact that I might not need to add 14 more standoffs is kind of scary. Like I don't know what to do. It's making it too easy for me. Okay. So let's add now let's jab the motherboard with the screwdriver. That's what I meant to say. Now let's start adding some more screws into here. Screw number 1 should go, I don't care, just somewhere. We'll insert you there. And I guess screw number 2, once I figure out how to attach it to the screwdriver. By the way, get yourself a magnetic screwdriver. This one doesn't look magnetic, but it certainly feels like it is. Maybe the screws are magnetic. Magnetic. That's a hard word for me to say for some reason. It's kind of scary tightening it down because the motherboard is bent like a taco. And I don't want to end up breaking some sort of internal wire by tightening it down and then it just kind of explodes internally or something. I don't know. I don't know how the internal of a I do not know how the internals of a motherboard function to a high level. So I don't know. I just know bending a soda can back and forth will eventually break it. Bending metal back and forth will eventually break it. So bending a motherboard back and forth, in my mind, will eventually break it. Is that the actual case? I don't know, actually. Maybe not. Well, I'm glad I have a big motherboard holding... what is this called? A big motherboard holding case. Otherwise, this would have been made a little bit harder. Well, not really. I would have just ended up having it run on a box or something. I did that with my AMD Sempron 3850. The world's slowest quad core, I think. I don't know. It's a very slow CPU. It's like 1.3 gigahertz and no turbo, which is horrible. Absolutely, it's a horrible CPU. I mean, it doesn't use much power. There's that, but it doesn't use much power, so there's that. But in terms of performance for a quad core, it's impressive. All right, the last screw here I'm kind of concerned about because of the whole bending of the motherboard. Can I just insert the screw lightly? Well, it's kind of in there. That's all I want. I don't want it to be in there perfectly. I just want to not lose the screw, and I think I Just bent up and got a bit dizzy. I was bending down too long. Just one moment. Is dizzy the right word? I don't know. Sometimes I get like that. Well, actually, all the time. It's just, well, I mean, it depends. It's pretty much all the time if I'm bending up and down a whole bunch. Either way, we got this done! Yay! No, not really. We can't celebrate yet. We need to learn how to attach a behemoth of a cooler. Holy smokes. Well, it wasn't supposed to happen either, but it's fine. So, I'm not sure what to do about the cooler situation. So, we need to attach the bracket. Now, originally it was actually held on with tape. Well, that's no more. It's not held on with tape anymore. And I'm pretty sure this is a operation where you need more than two hands. And I only have one hand, so that's a problem for later. Oh wait, no, that's a problem for now actually. Well, instead, let's grab some paper towels, a boom, and I'm going to use my finger momentarily to try to smear thermal paste all over the heatsink. Now it's wiping it off the heatsink. I don't know why this thermal paste does this. Oops. Yeah, the thermal paste, it doesn't go where I want it to go. It goes onto my finger, which is not ideal. I want the thermal paste to go onto. Oh, come on, get off, please. There we go. That's a very tight cap for the thermal paste tube here. So it's just a thin layer. I'll just. Yep, okay. Since you're going to fall off on my fingers, we're just going to smear you everywhere. I mean, that's a little bit less messy. All right. There's lots of ways to apply thermal paste. Some people put a dot, some people put an X, some people spread it around, some people leave the plastic protector on it when they put the thermal paste on their cooler and overheat everything and have burnt plastic. It depends. How I normally do it is just spread it around with my finger to make sure it's on. Though the new thermal paste I got, you can't do that for some reason. Yeah, no, it just kind of laughs at you and goes onto your finger and literally comes off the CPU. So I don't understand that. It's not just this CPU, by the way. It's every CPU. Yeah. I don't understand that one either. So we need to kick the trash can over, which is behind us first. And while we do that, knock down a mouse and grab the screws to hold the CPU cooler on. And now try to work out how to attach the back plate to the bent up motherboard. Well, I don't know. That's about as far as I can get us. Nope, I gotta figure this out. I've never actually installed a backplate before, so this is kind of a first. Well, I guess I can flip this motherboard, desktop computer upright. And where's the backplate? Here it is. So I can just kind of have it on here. Oh, yeah, there goes a screwdriver. Well, I guess what I can do is hold it on the back and try to line it up with the front somehow. Yeah, like right. Oh, right here. We've lined it up. Okay, so what I need to do now is use... Oh no. What I need to do is tip it over on its side. I know you can't see nothing right now. I'm sorry. This is a two-handed, well, really a three-handed operation. So which way does the air outtake? It outtakes that way. It blows through the cooler, so I guess it goes... Yeah, cooler goes that way, I think. I don't know. I don't normally install coolers on a regular basis. Well, I do, but I don't install this kind of cooler. I install stock coolers. This is... Oh, I'm dropping things. I know you can't see nothing right now. I don't have a thing to hold the camera. Well, I don't have anybody to hold the camera for one, and I don't have my camera mounting hardware here, so for the time being, we're dealing with me. Here, you know, here, oh, I just unplugged my phone. I got one screw in. I need to get 3 more in. But I can start holding the phone full time once I get the next screw in. Which is going to be a challenge because, well, it's in a bad spot. Well, all of them are in a bad spot. It's right next to a big heatsink. But, like, all of them are in a spot where I can't see what I'm doing. Come on. It's going, ha ha, I'm not going in. For some reason. Oh, there we go. All right, I've gotten heatsink mounted professionally. No, it's not going to cool anything right now unless I get the other 2 screws in. But that's okay. So I'm just trying to grab this. Okay, so now we can start installing the next screw, which goes right down here. And then I can grab the next screw and install it in here, which, how do you get your hand in here? I don't know. Kinda? No. No, that's not going to happen. Ow. How do we... Lynn, how do you fit your hand in an area that you can't fit your hand in? Since you're a nurse, you might know how human hands work better. Okay. Well, that went fine. Nope. I mean, yeah, actually, it did go fine. But about as fine as I can expect. For the situation. And I'm going to tighten these horizontally. Is that the word, or vertically? No, horizontally. And it should work quite good. I need to get my hands on that the i7 980X at some point in the future. I got the CPU, I got the motherboard at least. I'm surprised it works. Really am, but it is working with its glorious 2 gigabytes of DDR, who knows what RAM. It's DDR3, it's 2 gigabytes. I don't know what speed it is, but being it's 2 gigabytes, it's a good chance it's like 1300 megahertz maybe. No, I have not looked at it. Looking at it is too entertaining. Or no, looking at it's too boring, so we're going to find out later. Well, I know I'm not going to be using the RAM anyway, so it doesn't matter. Either way, that is connected! Hooray! Yep. Ooh, I didn't know the case was sitting on that. That's okay. So now what do we do? Well, figure out where all these connectors go. Which lots of them I've never dealt with before. HD audio. Well, I can just use the audio on the motherboard, so I'm not really worried about HD audio. What are both of these? And this is AC97. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Do you? Probably not. What's this? A fan. It looks like it's a fan connector, but what is the connector for? Oh, it's for the front. So it has 3 pins, system fan or something like that. It's down on the bottom left here. Let's plug that in. Okay, that is connected. What is this? Oh, that's a fan for down here, which sucks in nothing but dirt off the floor. Okay. What's this? USB. You know what? We're going to install that, but I can't see, or well, I can see. I just can't read anything. I can't read upside down. Just worry about the audio connector. Well, the audio connector is not really a worry. We got audio on the motherboard here. By the way, welcome to the live stream. But I can't read upside down, so we're going to read right side up here. All right, we got fan 3. We got front USB. We're going to be connecting front USB. Which way does it go? So it goes the other way around. How do I flip it around? Okay. Any moment now. Something along this line. Okay, we got that in. What is this? Yeah, okay, we're going to pretend we didn't see that. If you can't tell, I didn't build this computer. What's this? I'm just going to ignore that. Yeah, I got this computer off the Evil Bays really cheap. If you feel like going to the back of the PC every time, period, that's what I do with this computer at least. I don't even know if this has front US or a front aux. Then this one, I couldn't attach the audio connector for the front because of the motherboard I have in there. So yeah, it's just kind of out of habit at this point. So I'm not really worried about that. But now I have to work out how in the world do we turn this thing on? Oh, wait. Is it this that plugs into here? That would be easy and convenient if it did. I kind of doubt it, but it's possible. So, no, it doesn't look like it goes and plugs in here. Well, I take that back. It looks like it should plug in, but it's for a different motherboard. Now, the fun part, how do we plug in? Oh, let me squat down here. Let's see. It's a cheater adapter. You have it right. It won't go in easy. Well, there's 4 pins. Okay, it goes. I don't think it's going to go in. I really don't. So, yeah, no, there's 3 wide here on the top. And there's only 2 here, so no, it's not going to work. We have reset switch, power LED. Well, I'm only worried about power switch. Not that I need it. I could just turn it on with a screwdriver. But hey, I mean, if I can just turn it on with a button, that'd be neat. Look at the inside orientation. Yep. Power switch. I think it is. I think it's those two. I think. I don't know. Well, if it doesn't work, I'll plug it in 17 times in different spots until it works. Hello, Alex. How's your day going? It must be a different motherboard. Oh, it is. It came. That was the old motherboard, LGA 1155. This is the new tackle-shaped motherboard, LGA 1366. Hello, Alex. Plug power switch into red pins. Oh, that's actually what I did. I didn't know that you could figure out just from the color. Thanks. That's actually a neat tip that you just said right there. I didn't know you could do that. I thought you had to actually go and read and do some guessing. Well, not guessing. I mean, if you read it, you should be able to figure it out. Word should. Because I just read it wrong all the time and end up never getting it figured out. How do we get that cable into here when I can't get my hand in here without hitting 17 things at once? I'm can I see from the phone camera what I'm doing? Because I can't see what I'm doing. No. Well, it's falling apart. That's not going to help me here. How do I connect it? One moment. I gotta set the phone down. What am I doing? Oh, these ones don't connect. Okay, it's just literally you have to hold them together as you shove them down here. Okay. Well, I remember this being a pain, this motherboard. Maybe I can do it. I mean, this is probably something you should do before you plug or put the CPU cooler on. I mean, normally it doesn't matter, but hello, C&W Productions. How's your day going? Normally it doesn't matter, but in today's case, it matters. Can I see from the bottom? Oh, no, not really. The problem is I can't see anything, so I'm just plugging it in randomly. Well, I got it in, just the wrong hole. Okay, I'll work on just one pin at a time, or one like 4-pin batch at a time. I know this isn't very good content. You can't see anything, but I can't see anything either. So I think we're even here. We're on an even playing field. Oh, I've marginally made it better. Why is it so tight? Just too tight. Or taut. Some people say taut. There we go. I think I got that one in. And now, second one, I can just probably plug in while I as well plug out the other one. What do you mean by deco motherboard? Well, you can't see it now, but that's bent down there. And then I guess you can still see it's the shape of a deco, the motherboard. Yeah, FedEx had some fun with it. They turned my motherboard into a deco. It's a deco. It's a taco. I want some tacos now. Oh well. The motherboard survived like 15 years, and then FedEx touches it, and then all of a sudden it turns into a literal taco. Or a taco shape, at least. But I do want tacos now. I mean, it's gotten me in the mood for tacos. I'm surprised it works. What do you mean? Okay, well, everything here, I think, is connected. Yay! Don't put sour cream on it. I thought sour cream on tacos was supposed to be a pretty good thing, wasn't it? I don't know. I'm not much of a taco eater. So now we have the game of what graphics card do we use? Do we use a GTX 750 Ti? No, that's boring. Why would we use that? Instead, let's use this right here. This will be our gaming graphics card with the i7-980X. It's a very big beast of a graphics card here. Shouldn't have any issue. No, the CPU shouldn't have any issue keeping up with this, so we can make a fair so we can make a fair CPU test. According to lots of the comments in my videos, to test out a old CPU, you need to put in a equally old graphics card that is slower than the CPU, so the graphics card is maxed out and the CPU is not, so you can get a fair benchmark. That's not how it works. If you're trying to benchmark a CPU, you ideally want to benchmark the CPU with a graphics card the CPU cannot max out. So then you can see every inch of the performance the CPU can give you. For context, if I put an i7 3770K with this, which is equal year. No, let's go weaker. Let's say an i3 2120. If we paired an i3 2120 with this, turned it on, see what would happen. Well, the games would run absolutely horrible, and it would look absolutely horrible as well on the very low settings. It's GT 710 performance, which is what a lot of people would say is a good pairing, or maybe a GTX 750, not the Ti. People said the Ti is too overpowered for it for some reason. But the thing is, you can pair a GTX 980 Ti to that and get a lot more frames per second, and the games will look a lot nicer, and you can go 1080p or 1440p. So if you're testing out a CPU, it's best to go for a more powerful graphics card if you can. Of course, if you don't have one available, set all the settings as low as they can go, and that might do in some cases. But yeah, it's just, at least to me, not the best way to benchmark. And that's the case for quite a few of the fellow benchmarkers out there, like Z-Worms Gaming, Random Gaming in HD, Iceberg Tech. Yeah, the benchmarkers out there, there's probably more. You don't usually pair a weak item with a weak item to see which one, or no, to test the weak item. You pair which item you're going to be testing with the powerful item, so you can actually test the weak one. David's tech stuff. I don't know how he benchmarks, to be fair. He normally gets pre-builds, and they're kind of in between in a way. Like, he doesn't specifically benchmark a single item. Okay, in some cases he did, like the worst RTX graphics card, but he doesn't really do it to the extent that, for example, Z-Worms Gaming does, in a way. Like, he still tests things, don't get me wrong, but when he tests things, usually it's like two weirdly put together pre-built computers or something along that line. I mean, that's not a problem. That's great content. But if you're trying to test out, like, I don't know, the i7 14900K, but you only have single channel RAM and a GTX 1660 Super or something, I mean, it would work. Not a very good benchmark, though. How do I unplug these connectors for the GTX 980? I need two hands for this. One moment here. David makes very good videos. Oh, Budget Build Official, or Budget Builds Official. He makes like cinematic videos, benchmarking computers. Very, very good. I recommend checking them out. Either way, here's our legendary GTX 980 Ti! Yeah! Now, holy smokes, almost dumped a bunch of screws over. How much did the PC cost? This one, I think I bought, well, including the i7 3770K and the cooler with the power supply and DVD-ROM, and I don't think it came with the hard drive. I think it was like $50 for the whole shebang. And then I had it for a while. I mean, I still have it. But then I went to test out the i7 980X and 990X, and then the Xeon equivalents. So I got a LGA 1366 motherboard from Gigabyte, and I'm going to be testing that out. But the thing is, it's banana, so I don't. It's the shape of a banana now, so I don't know if it's going to work good. Hey, I watch budget builds as well. Awesome. We're budget builds fans, I see. In the PC tech area space, I think budget builds makes the best videos. In a way. Like, how do I explain it? Well, best is subjective. When I say best in the case that I'm saying, I'm talking about like you go up to a big bear cabin or something like that. Like you go up to the mountains and it's like nice and cozy. It's like a very comforting, cozy video, not all in your face. Like, hey there, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be testing RAM. Yes, exploding. No, he has like a slower pace, piano music, and things like that. By the way, there's a lot more benchmarkers out there with smaller channels as well. TechWeave or something like that is another one. I'm sorry, I can't remember your channel's names. There's way too many of them. Hey, I watch budget. His videos are like documentaries. Yes, I have to agree they are. In a good way. Like, in some ways you don't want a documentary video, but in some situations you do, and I think in Budget Build's case, he does a very good job at it. Oh, this is like heavier than me. It probably weighs more than me. This is heavy. Don't drop it, please. I'm carrying it one-handed. Oh, come on. Okay. One-handedly carried it over here. I'm strong. No. I try to make my videos like a documentary too, in some cases. I used to. Not so much anymore. And I think they were pretty good. I don't know. Mine were a bit more fast-paced. So I think I got everything I need connected to power. No, I don't. I was going to say I have enough connected right now to power it on, but it will not power on right now anyway. I need to attach more garbage to it. Well, it's not garbage, but I need to attach more stuff to it. Notably, how do I turn it on? So that's there. The power button's actually hiding up here. You have to click your fingernail. I put a DVD drive here so I don't keep stepping on it. I was resting my leg on the computer and I kept turning off the computer every couple minutes. It was annoying me too much. I had to adjust that in a way, and that's what I did. Either way, what do I do? Well, I lost the graphics card. Oh, actually, no. I need to move this computer again because I need a SSD. Holy smokes. Let's set you down here for a moment. How are you so heavy? I don't know. It's sinking my bed. Did you take inspiration from Z-Worms? No, from everybody. Unlike a rip-off brand of everybody. Z-Worms Gaming, Daywood, Random Gaming in HD, Linus Tech Tips, Gamers Nexus. Well, I mean, I look like Gamers Nexus. I'm not trying to, but I kind of look like him. You don't believe me. I'm full of hair. My right eyeball, which is this one, for you it's my left eyeball, No, that is the right eyeball for you. It's really itchy. Is it red? Well, I can't tell because to see my eyeball, I have to stare away from the camera lens, and then when I stare away from the camera lens, well, I can't see it anymore. So I don't know. I'll just assume I have an eyeball and it exists. But yeah, I take inspiration from everybody, I guess. But actually, no, not really. I guess the main inspiration, well, okay, I don't know if it's the main, not like, the main things I watched to start YouTube was IBX Toy Cat. I watched his videos and I liked them. He inspired me to make the second channel. Holy heaviness. This isn't the second channel, by the way, this is the third channel. No, this is the second channel. No, he inspired me to make the third channel. Yeah, there's IBX Toy Cat. There is Tinfoil Chef, who passed away from cancer, sadly. I don't know if you heard of Tinfoil Chef. He is a member of Hermitcraft, season 3 through 6 or 7, I think. There is, I'm thinking here, Grian, Mumbo Jumbo. I like those. I like to watch those people. Dire Wolf. I watched him. There's somebody called 2 Asgard. I used to watch him. Daedalus 822. That's another big one for me, except he hasn't made a video in over 2 years at this point. But he made lots of different series that I liked, like Minecraft Down Under, or Minecraft Down Under, I think is how he said it. He's Australian. Let's see. What else? He also did mod packs in Minecraft. Let's see. What else? Jay's 2 cents. Not really. I don't really do anything J 2 cents does. I've never done water cooling. I'm not old enough to be covered in white hair, which I guess you don't have to be old to be covered in white hair, but I mean, I'm not like as old as he is in a way. So, well, I don't look like him. I don't look like him because I look like Gamers Nexus more. So I just call him old. He's not old. He's only, I think, 35 or something. That's not what I'm trying to say. I said that wrong. But no, what I'm trying to say is I don't really do anything Jay does. His videos are great, but like I don't do water cooling. I don't really have any of that. I guess the one thing I've done is at the end of a few videos, I made a little squeak sound and subscribe, just right at the end of the video. But that's about it. If Jay, if you're watching this, no, I didn't mean you're old. I just said the wrong words. Do you ever watch Stink Pods? Some, yes, but not really. I watch his car channel. I don't watch his main one. I don't know if that counts, but kinda. I kind of watch him. Cooler is held on with zip ties, haphazardly. You know, this is inspiration from Jay's 2 cents. I held the cooler on with zip tie, and then at the end of it here, I just cut another one off. Yeah, that was inspiration from Jay's 2 cents. I gotta set the phone down for a moment while I plug this into the laptop. I mean, computer. How do I plug it in? Yeah, this is like a two-handed operation here. I'm sorry, I can't do this one-handed. Actually, I probably could, but I'd risk breaking things, so we just have the phone set down for a moment. One moment. Still working on it. Let's see. What is your favorite channel to watch on YouTube? Mine, I am not sure. Maybe Daywood does tech stuff? No, definitely not. Ooh. Right now, I think my favorite channel on YouTube is Shooting Cars. I know, it's like Oh, by the way, I got the graphics card connected down here, but I'm trying to work out how in the world to get this to go in here. The CPU power cable is not quite long enough, and it's in the way of everything. I watch budget builds whenever he uploads. Yes, sometimes he goes quite far between uploads. That's, perfectly fine. He has other things to do, for one. His videos probably take a quite long time to make. And you also have to be in the mood to make a video Does that make any sense? You can't just go and fart out a video just randomly. Well, at least most can't. I'm sure some can, but it's not really it's not easy to just go and make a video if you aren't really interested in it in a way. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, well, this went poorly. So, this cable I kind of have smashed in here in a way. Yeah, it should be fine. It made a clicking noise when I pushed on it. Like I said, that should be fine, even after a weirdly loud clicking noise, which is moderately alarming. So let's grab a glorious, whatever this is, SATA cable. Figure out how to shove it into something. I sure can't believe I said Jay is old. That's not what I meant to say. I was trying to say he has white hair. Oh well. Yeah, sorry, Jay. Didn't mean to say that. Let's see. How do we plug in a hard drive? Okay. I am having a bad time with this. I should have plugged in the hard drive before I plugged in the graphics card. Okay, well that didn't work. You know what? Let's just plug it into a lower one. I know you're supposed to plug it in as high up as you can because it's closer to the CPU or something, but well, when in doubt, plug it into any available one you can manage to shove it into, which is whatever I shoved it into. I don't even know. I just shoved it into one of them. One moment. I am struggling to plug in a connector for... There we go. I plugged in the connector. Okay, we are good to go almost. So, a CPU fan is up there. But where is one of the fan connectors for the computer? System fan 2, system, yeah, okay, so we're going to plug it into system fan 2 maybe. I need cooling on the graphics card. By the way, if you could leave a like, that would be appreciated. Let's see. I think we're good. I am moderately dripping right now. It is rather toasty in here. Oh, just unplugged my phone again. I keep stepping on the cords. I wish everything can charge through Bluetooth. 93 degrees in here. Hi, do you plan on any high-end builds or comparisons in the future? What do you mean by high-end? Do you mean high-end from the time or high-end in 2024/5? Because that's a very important question. If you're saying high-end just in general, well, right here, I made a video on a GTX 980 Ti. That was as fast as you can possibly get in its time. In this motherboard here, we have an i7 3770K. It's about as high end as you can get. And then in here I have the i5-13400F, except I lied to you. The Intel Pentium G7400 i5 is hiding in a box. It said 2024 or 5. No, not really. The reason why is I do not need much computing power. Alright? When it comes to computers, I can get away with a dual core. I really don't need that much power. And modern computer parts are really expensive. Like, I don't know how much the i5 14900K is, but I'm pretty sure it's like, probably $300 or $400. I don't know. It's really expensive. So, for the time, no, I do not plan on doing that. And higher end hardware, at least modern hardware, doesn't really interest me all that much. Like, for example, the i5-13400F. It's a solid CPU. I mean, not i5-13400F. No, it is a 19. No. Oh, yeah, no, it is the i5-13400F. My bad. Yeah, so that CPU, don't get me wrong, it's a solid CPU. It just doesn't really interest me all that much. Sure, it gets like 14,000 points in Cinebench R23. Sure, it has a whole bunch of E-cores. I do like messing with them occasionally. I haven't made a video on it yet, actually. But, yeah, it just doesn't really interest me all that much. Like, it's nice to have it, for sure. But for me daily, I switched it out back to the Pentium. The Pentium at an idle uses like 20 less watts, for one. And for two, the Pentium is more impressive to me. Like, to me, an i5-13900K, no, 13400F, my bad, is like an i9-9900K in a way. It's impressive, like, it's a high-end CPU, but it doesn't struggle in anything. It just does the job smoothly. It's a CPU I would recommend to somebody who doesn't really want to tinker with a computer. It's more of a CPU for just somebody who wants it to work, which that's most. For me, I kind of want it to put up a small fight in a way. Like, how can I make Cyberpunk run on a dual core? I mean, I figured it out. FSR 3.0 frame generation with an FPS cap. The Ryzen 9 9950X is my CPU. No, okay. I think the Pentium was 70. The RAM, which is 32 gigabytes of DDR3, no 4, I mean, it was 50. The 3 terabyte Western Digital Blue hard drive. Yes, I am using a hard drive instead of an SSD. Yes, I know. I should be using an SSD, and in fact, I have an SSD on my desk right now, 2 of them for that matter. I have SSDs. No, what I'm trying to say though is, I think the total cost of mine was $250 roughly. The case was free. Pentium 70. Yeah, right around 250, 300. I like going with the power spec stuff. You can have a current mid-range i5. It's so much better than an older generation i5. You are absolutely correct on that. Like right here, I have a. No, that's not it. That's a Quadro a Core 2 Quad Q8400. I mean, it's a lot better than the Q8400, that's for sure. But i5 3570. That's a CPU you literally can't see. How do I show you it? i5 3570. Yep, it's gone forever. It's a very solid CPU for its time, but I really can't recommend you to go and get an i5 3570 because they're decently expensive. They're like $20. If you go down, okay, here's a Quadro. No, here's a Core. No, here's an i5 2400, which you can't see. I'm stumbling my words a lot. Where is the CPU I am trying to show you? i3 3220. That's also not the CPU. One moment. It's a Xeon I'm trying to show you, but I have apparently lost it. Well, I've lost it, but I've also lost the CPU, so I guess that's both of them. One moment. Where did it go? Okay, that's 4 CPUs right there, and none of them are the right one. Oh, it's probably this one right here with the thermal paste on it, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. This is the CPU you want. It's like $11. It's 4 cores and 8 threads. No, what is it? Xeon E3 1230. It's about as fast as an i7-3770 on socket LGA 1155, though it's significantly cheaper and about the same speed. And if you want, you can get a fast Xeon as well, for a couple dollars more, and it still is actually cheaper than the i7-3770. And that's kind of the same situation with this thing as well. I can get a 6-core, 12-thread Xeon for like $10. Okay, I think it's $11. But the i7-990X I want to get, or no, the i7-990X, which is the fastest CPU from the time, yeah, that's still costing like a solid $40 or something. Coffee break. If it does what you want for the price, it's okay, but for what I want, they struggle a lot. Yeah, it really depends on what you need them to do. I mainly watch YouTube. All right, my absolute main computer is this. Like the one I use the absolute most. Like, how much uptime does it have? 7 days of uptime. Celeron G5900T. No, I don't do video editing on this. It takes too long to import for my taste. But I could easily edit videos on here, and I have done it in the past, and it did a pretty good job. I don't really game all that much. The only reason I game for the most part is when I am making benchmarks. The first i5s had like 2 cores and 4 threads. You are correct. If I'm not mistaken, I have a 2-core, 4-thread i5. It's like I think I made a video on it. It's a mobile CPU. Either way, I think we are ready to explode turn this on. Yay! No, we need to grab the mouse later. And we need to plug everything in because it's not plugged in. What is this? Hard drive. Okay, one moment. Grab that. Are all of these USB 2? I think so. I like how many USB ports it has, though. Hopefully it doesn't become a burnt deco. I have to agree with you there. I really hope so. It's taken me an hour to get to this point. So, let's see. Is the power supply turned on? Okay, now it's turned on. And is it going to work? Is everything plugged in here? How many PCs do you have currently? Desktops, or do you include laptops? Desktop-wise, we have one there, one down there. Those are both broken. Top one's my first computer, so 2. Then we have that one, which is one of the oldest CPUs that can run Windows 10. That's a Core 2 quad PC. It's broken. I don't know why. It blue screens pretty much constantly and doesn't post a lot of the time. I think it's probably a motherboard issue, because different CPU and RAM doesn't help it. Different hard drive doesn't help it. Different power supply doesn't help it. Here we have this. It's a case. Over here, this has Celeron G5900T in it. It's pretty modern. I got the motherboard for $10. No, $5, my bad. That i5, no, that has the Pentium G7400 in it. We have a closed box laptop there I haven't opened. Do you have eMachine? Oh, thank you for reminding me. I've made a couple of videos on it. So I took some computers to Elsinore, but I have an eMachine right down there. It has a AMD. What is it? No, this is a dual core in here. Actually, I think it's a dual core Athlon 5600 Plus or something. But I actually used another eMachine almost identical to this one as my main computer for quite a while. It was my second computer I ever got. It was new enough to where it was actually usable in terms of software opened on it. Not usable in terms of it was a slug. It had an AMD Athlon LE1640 in it. Then later on, I got a AMD Athlon LE1620 for free, which is pretty neat. I once acquired eMachines for free. Awesome. One sad thing though is you can't upgrade it to a knife. You cannot upgrade the eMachine from a single core Athlon to a quad core. You can only go up to a dual core with it, which is fine, I guess. But all the capacitors on both motherboards are kind of bulging. Then at the other house, I have the AMD Phenom 1035T PC. I have the i7-3770 PC. It's another one. It's a Dell Optiplex 7010, which that's also Dell Optiplex, but it's hot rodded. Either way, let's see. What else do we have? We have that eMachine over there. We have another Dell Inspiron. It's a flat one. It's an office PC. It's used over there daily. Then we have the Sempron 3850. That one's a pretty neat little one. Pretty neat, as in it's horrible. In terms of laptops, we have that one and that one. I think both of these ones are broken. That one is also broken. The gateway down there, it actually works. I upgraded it to an i5 CPU, but then right after that, the cable for the monitor broke, so now it only works as a desktop. That's the same case with this, which I think is a Dell Inspiron. That is a Lenovo here with a dual-core Pentium in it, like a T4200, I think it is. This, what is it? Toshiba? No. What are you? Well, it's the same thing as this, but it has amazing speakers in it, and it works good. I don't use it all that much, though. Coming down where? Let's go down here. Coming down here, I think we have a couple more laptops in here. They're ancient relics of laptops. Yeah, there's this piece of junk. It actually works somehow. How? I don't know, but it works. And what's down here? That's a extremely old one down there. I think it can only run Windows XP on the newest end. It has less than 1 gigahertz clock speed. Your room could be a museum. It kind of is. And then I have a laptop up here, somebody called Daps, D-A-P-Z. You probably know him on YouTube. He gave me a laptop to mess with, which I haven't done yet. It's been a while. Oh, then there's that. That's the server, Minecraft server laptop. You should get an old Alienware. I kind of want one, but I kind of don't want one. They don't really cool all that well. That's a downside. What if I pay $1,500 for all the desktops you have? The problem is, I think they're worth more than $1,500, and then I'd end up having to go over and rebuy a lot of them to make more videos on them. By the way, if you could leave a like on the live stream, that would be appreciated. let's figure out why this computer, it's the shape of a taco, is. That's why it's not turning on. You need to plug it in. Okay. Remember when we plugged it in earlier and couldn't work out why it wasn't working? Yeah, I think this might be why. We didn't plug it in. Yeah, you have to plug a computer in for it to work. What state are you from? California. Well, what's happening? I gotta unplug that for one. Oh, it's not going to work. I need to plug it in. Derp. Derpily derp. Okay, plugged in. Now, is it going to work? Please? I can hear the power supply running, and that's it. Oh, the fan for the graphics card is spinning. It's not doing anything, though. Probably because it's trying to post to nothing right now. Luckily, the power switch works. Kelly is beautiful landscape-wise. There is a lot to see here. You are right. Like, I can drive from Anaheim, where I am right now, to, I don't know, the mountains, Big Bear, Angeles Oaks, in a short amount of time. I can drive to Palm Springs, the deserts, in a short amount of time. It's pretty neat. Some places you can't do that as easy as others, and here it's extremely easy to go see things. By the way, we don't have a post for some reason, which is moderately concerning. And one moment, that was catching everything. You want to visit Lake Tahoe? I would like to visit Lake Tahoe as well, eventually. Sounds like a fun idea. Please work! But yeah, going to Lake Tahoe sounds like a good idea. I'm from South Carolina. How do you like South Carolina? Yay, it's working! Awesome. Let's turn you back off. Okay, let's plug you back in to SATA. SATA, come on, plug it, please. How do I plug you in? I plug you in backwards. I plugged it in like, what is it called? I plugged it in like the USB. You plug it in. Come on, go in. Okay, flip it over. Plug in. No, flip it over. Plug in. When you look at it, and it just slides right in. Why does that happen? I don't know. Either way, the CPU is getting warm because I don't have a cooler on it. So, or I have a cooler, I just don't have a fan on it. So where exactly is the fan? Oh, it's here, right? Is this the fan? Yes, it is. It is full of hair. It has 8 in my head. Can you give me my head back, please? Okay, I gotta take the fan apart. One moment. I gotta like use 2 hands for this, I think. I hope it comes apart. No, it's not. Okay, never mind. I was trying to push the blades off and it doesn't want to come off. Only a CPU, or only a heatsink on a CPU. Let's see how hot it gets. Well, I tried this with a Intel i3 2120 and it got to 100 Celsius rather quickly. So probably not great results. How do I plug this in? Oh, it's going to go into... Oh, come on. How do I get said hand into this area? Okay, there we go. This whole computer is just a very cramped area to work in. When it doesn't seem like it should be, but it is. Okay, now can I turn it on? No, I cannot turn it on. Is the power supply turned off? Yes. Verify no power is going to it by pressing the button. It's not turning on. So I'm going to replace this garbage RAM immediately. I'm not even going to let it get into Windows. It's 2 gigabytes of whatever that is. Yeah. So we have 2 different types of RAM here. Why is it... Wait, what? Why is one slot blue and the others are white? Is that a concerning thing? I don't know. So we got the Samsung in here, and I can put this in. If I'm not mistaken, I am supposed to do this. So two of the RAM sticks. No. Okay, one moment. So like this would normally be dual channel RAM or something, but it's not. I think I don't remember. I just heard if you have 2 types of RAM, don't put them next to each other. Put them apart from each other, like I'm doing. Did I just put the RAM I just took out back in? No, I didn't. So this RAM, Samsung, let's put you back in. Please go back in. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, and we have one more RAM to put in. Value select. Will you ever get into modern gaming? What do you mean by modern gaming? Do you mean playing modern games? If so, yes and no. The price of modern games I don't like. Well, old games too. I'll play anything. It doesn't matter if it's new or old. If it's like $2 or $3 or free, sure. If it's like, I don't remember, there's like something Wukong or Wukbong or something. It's like one of the most played games on Steam. No, I'm not paying $60 for a game. Saying that, I bought Cyberpunk. It was $20. No, I didn't buy GTA. I got that for free. I just kind of don't buy modern games. But if it's cheap or free, yeah, I'll go right ahead and get it. Especially if it's popular. I bought Pal World. What is it doing? I don't know. $70 for a game is becoming the base price now. Yeah, that's not really sustainable for me. The reason why is I don't really game all that much. Like, the only reason why I would get games is to make videos. But if the videos aren't really paying like me, then I'm not going to go over and spend $120 or something for a game. And why are you going in circle? This device only supports... It's going so fast I can't read. Let's just go to the BIOS. Like, if we start getting like channel memberships and things like that, I might very well start investing in some more games, but with how it is currently, I'm making nothing from this, and I'm not really interested in any game, to be fair. Modern games or old games, doesn't matter. Oh, now it's working. Okay. See, like, if I was interested in a game, I would just end up getting it. But if I'm not really interested in the game, like Alan Wake 2, for example, it doesn't interest me, I'm not going to get it. But, for example, if we had an income coming in from the channel, I'd definitely end up getting games. If the channel pays for it, yeah, I'll get the game and test the videos out on the channel. But I mean, when we aren't really getting paid, it just kind of is a net loss in a way. And that's kind of what I did with this computer. I didn't use the channel to buy it, I just bought it. I want one. But the thing is, yeah, the channel didn't pay for this. I mean, I've made 70 videos and made $0 off the channel, so yeah, it is what it is. But eventually I'd like to start getting money from ads, but I can't do that quite yet. I need 1,000 followers and 4,000 hours of staring at me time, which is a lot. I say that, but I mean, I've gotten there on my other channel. My other channel doesn't get nearly as many views, so. Oh, what? Detect drives done, verifying pool data. What is it doing? I don't know, maybe it is actually broken. See, is that actually what's going on here? It should just be booting. Shouldn't it? I don't know. It's just going in loopalators. Loopalator. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing to be exact. Let's see, what could be causing it to go in loops? So we got the hard drive installed. Yeah, let's move hard drive to the correct slot. That might help. Probably not. How do I plug it in? I need to unplug the graphics card to do that. One moment. This is a two-handed operation. It's not a one-handed job. So do that. I can pull it, and now I can plug in the hard drive. Oh, you're kidding me! I still can't plug it in, even though I have a clear shot to it. That's fine. How do I? Come on, please go in. There we go. And now, you know what? Let's unplug BIOS battery as well while I'm at it. Maybe that's causing it to go in the loopalators. I don't know. It's got dementia. It's got a dementia or something. I don't know. Isn't that what dementia is? You go in circles. I don't know. The button battery is out now. Then a bunch of gimmick add-ons for 120. If I'm not mistaken, some games ask even more than 120, don't they? Some of them. I don't know. Either way, it might actually start now. Maybe no. Well, actually, of course it won't. I don't have it plugged into a monitor. It's not going to do anything until I do that. That's one problem. Oh, I didn't see that before. Success post. Wait, what? I don't know what that means. Okay, that's fine. Hello again. I switched over to my PC to watch. Welcome back to staring at boot loops or something. What am I supposed to do? Hold my breath and it will magically work? Is that how that works? Oh, this is getting really warm, isn't it? Yeah, it's getting hot. It's getting toasty. CPU monitor, let's see what temperature we're at here. Oh, only 68 on the i7 970 or 920. What is it? 920. 2.7 gigahertz. 4 gigabytes of RAM showing up. Why exactly is there 4 gigabytes of RAM showing up? Why exactly is it at 800 megahertz? Hey, what? Wait a moment. Why is... Can you explain this to me? So, 24 gigabytes of unknown RAM, 2 gigabytes, 800 megahertz. If there's 24 gigabytes, give me all 24, not just 4. Am I being picky? Apparently I am. Okay, Windows, I understand you're confused. Oh, now it's at -1 Celsius with the temperature. That's a glitch. All right, let's restartify it. And let's enter the BIOS of Doom. 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 Let's do precisely that. Please. Or not. It's not putting me in the BIOS, is it? It's going back into Windows. Oh, well, it turned off. Yeah, now it's turning back on. My finger's getting tired. Okay, well, it's going in that turn on and turn off mode again. Kind of weird. We'll just stare at it. Yeah, it's just turning on and off again. Let's just stand back and not touch it and see what happens. I wish I knew what it said when it first turned on that first screen, what button you use to get into BIOS. So when I press the delete button, it just crashes, but it works normally like that. Why exactly? I don't know. Okay. Let's doing it again. 4 gigabytes, 24 gigabytes. I don't know exactly what that means. So we'll let this thing shut down for a moment here. And while it shuts down, once it's all the way off, it's not off yet. Okay, now it's off. I will unplug the hard drive from SATA. And I will turn it back on and see what happens. Maybe this time I'll be lucky enough to get into the BIOS of Doom. It says something about F9. Maybe I need to press F9. I have to lock my eyeballs in on what it's saying. Okay, that did nothing. Let's go to F12 now. Okay, let's just not press a single button and see what happens. Instead, let's have some coffee. Why does it not crash like that? I don't know. Let's turn the power supply off and back on then. I kind of am lost with this one. I am lost. I think I turned the power supply off, right? So let's just unplug 3 sticks of RAM and drop them everywhere. That's not what my goal was, but okay. And that's not what my goal is either. Are you fine? Yeah, okay. Let's not do that. Proceeds to do it again in 2 minutes time. Start the clock. Okay. So I'm not going to install CPU fan if I have to take the CPU back apart because I don't know what's happening here. I doubt it. But it's a possibility. Definitely is. Oh, it might be that SATA cable, which is kind of... Oh, turn off. I didn't need to turn it on right now. I was going to take the SATA cable out and put a new one in. I don't think that would be causing it, but I've had a similar issue in the past from a bad SATA cable, so... I'm kicking everything. I've had a similar issue in the past from a bad SATA cable, so... If I have another one here, let me just swap, or take the GTX 980 Ti out of here momentarily and deal with that real quick. Let's see. Push button to take graphics card out. Oh, it's plugged in. Okay, there we go. Okay, graphics card is taken out. So I can take... Come on. Why doesn't the cable want to come out now? Let's take this cable out. Come on. Please come out. It's saying no, and it wants to stay in here. I think the SATA cable is just so broken it doesn't want to come out. Yeah, it's royally stuck. Oh, there why it came out. I don't know why that kind of SATA cable just sticks in everything. I know you can't see much of anything right now, and sorry, can't help right this moment. I can't fix the camera angle until I can fix this computer. And then I can fix the camera angle, but I kind of need both hands right this moment. Okay, both hands needing is almost up. Let me just plug in this cable while I'm at it, just to make it easier. I technically didn't need both hands to plug in the HDMI cable, but I did anyway. I used 2 hands anyway, so things turning back up. Yeah, this is the old cable, by the way, the old mounting for it. It's kind of weird. Okay, delete for the BIOS setup. Let's do that. Enter profile. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of going in loopulators. Maybe not. Loopulator 3000. Okay, it's going in the circle again. I think it needs a BIOS update. That might be what it is. I don't know. Oh, wait, what? I gotta answer the door. One moment, everybody. Let's see, where do I put the phone? I'll set the phone here. Let's see. Okay, ow. I just stubbed my toe. I'm back. I stubbed my toe. And yeah, it's doing that thing for some reason. I'm not exactly sure what it means. It's just kind of unhappy. Let's try to plug it into a different port. But first I need to set the phone down again to figure out how to get my hand in here. It's like it's a maze trying to get this in here. Or my hand doesn't like getting into computers. It's too tight. Okay, different setup port. Is the computer powered off entirely? Yes, it is. Okay. Let's change RAM slots to that one. I don't know if what the blue one exactly does at all, but I mean, we're going to try. See what happens. If it wants to fit. There we go. It didn't want to go in for a moment. All right, let's try that again. Turn on. Let's see what happens. I think, well, actually, no, a BIOS update wouldn't help because I can't get into the BIOS. It kind of skips the BIOS and goes someplace else. Okay, well, with the RAM in this configuration, it doesn't like it. Interesting. I wonder what that means. Oh, we have a bunch of lights on here as well. What does that mean up there? False red. I don't know. All right, so we can't boot off of just the blue. So we need to change it up one more time. We will install it, instead of in the blue slot, we'll install it into a white. How many times am I going to do that? I don't know. Lots of times. Let's install, I don't know, this stick into this slot. Okay. And let's turn it on. By the way, this is a triple channel motherboard. I don't know what triple channel means exactly, but it is triple channel. So it needs, well, no, it doesn't need two RAM slots. No, it doesn't need two RAM sticks to post. It was posting with one specifically. I wonder if it just likes that one specific RAM slot, or RAM stick. I think it actually was in the far right one when we got it, so let's try that. I didn't drop everything this time. Okay, RAM stick, you go in here. Okay, turn you back on. Try F8. It says on there delete to get into it, but I can't do anything anyway if it's not posting. It gave up on me for some reason. Not sure what the red means exactly. It's DD4. Well, let's see. Is that plugged in? Yeah. Okay. So let's plug in the original. Oh, wait. Some motherboards don't turn on if you don't have the BIOS battery plugged in. I forgot about that. You know what? Let me plug the BIOS battery back in. Yeah, some computers, I completely forgot, they will do nothing without that battery. Like, literally nothing. They will turn on and just, that's it. They won't post. And that's what I did. I took the battery out, and that's when it stopped posting. So that's a likely culprit of why it says no to the whole thing called working. I don't know why they require a CMOS button battery thing to work, but it's worth a try. Oh, actually, it ain't gonna do anything. There's no RAM in it. 4 gigabytes. Let's put you in the first slot. That'll work. Okay, turn on. Let's see what happens. Oh, I mean, that's better than it was before. Before we didn't even get that. Oh, there we go. Delete for BIOS setup. And it didn't work again. So why don't you really? Well, then what's plugged in over here? I don't even... Oh, that was the mouse plugged in. Oh. Well, I figured out why the motherboard doesn't listen to me. I don't have the keyboard plugged in. It ain't going to do anything without the keyboard plugged in. At all. Like, you have to have it plugged in for... Oh, whatever. How long have I been trying to get this to work? 47 minutes. It took me the keyboard. If I was in a computer if I was in a computer repair race, 47 minutes to realize the thing's not plugged in. I don't know what to think about that. Turn it back off and back on. Will you work this time? I got my smart brain cap on. You better work. Smart brain calculator. Oh, there we go. I remembered it got into this point in the past and it just didn't want to work. Well, I guess that's why. I mean, it doesn't figure out, or it doesn't help solve the reason why the RAM's acting a bit funky, but hey, we figured this thing out. CPU is at 57 Celsius in the BIOS. That's... I will just ignore that. CPU smart fan control. How do I adjust system to fan speed? I need the graphics card fan. Well, no, I need CPU to fan to be extremely fast. AKA 100%. It's not that date in 2011. I don't know what date it is, though. Yeah, I don't know how to adjust that. Okay. Power management setup. That might be it. No. Advanced. No. See, this can go a lot faster than it is. Hello, Hakan. Are you going to get that 5675 for that motherboard? Yes, at some point in the future, I definitely will. For now, no, I'm just trying to get this thing to work. And it's confusing me. But to be fair, it's taken me 50 minutes to work out the keyboards is not plugged in, and that's why the motherboard is completely ignoring every input I give it. Yeah, I thought something was broken. No, it's that was just not plugged in. But now I have the fun thing of why ain't I able to change the fan speed? I don't know. Oh, this is a BIOS, not UEFI. That's pretty interesting. I thought it was a BIOS. No, I thought it was UEFI. Tweaker, is that going to do it? Miscellaneous settings, advanced voltage, memory. No, that stuff's going to do what I need. I need to adjust fan speed specifically. So, what about here? No. Okay. Here. I'm going in loops, I think. Do you know how to adjust the fan speed on one of these motherboards? X80s? No, Hawken? I think you might. I don't remember. So yeah, I need to adjust that from that to 100. No, I need to take that up to 2000. Systems fan 2. Yeah, sure. Show me a warning. CPU smart fan control. I don't know, maybe. Save and go back to the BIOS again. I don't know if that's going to make the CPU fan go nuts or not. Probably not. Nope, that didn't do anything. Okay. So how do we adjust this fan, which is for the graphics card? Well, it's plugged into system 2, but how to adjust said fan? I don't know. Let's install, you know what, let's install the CPU fan. I think that's probably something major that we need to do. But actually, no, let's not do that. Instead, so we got to install the rest of the RAM. That's kind of actually what we need to do. Is this clean? Let me wipe it off with my 2 fingers momentarily. Okay, it's definitely clean. Let's just install you into here and wipe you off. Okay, install you into here. We have 24 gigabytes of DDR3. It should be good enough to do something in 2024. Preferably 32 gigabytes, but that doesn't really matter. 24 is still enough to where it won't really have a problem at any situation, which is a good thing if we're going to be benchmarking decently fast CPUs on here. I mean, we kind of want, well, if we're going to be benchmarking decent CPUs on here, we want decent RAM, which we have, so that's a good thing. Okay, power you back on and see what happens. Will it show all 24 gigabytes now? No, it will probably just show 4 gigabytes again for some reason. Memory testing, 4 gigabytes. Okay, what does that mean? Not sure where to even check. Management setup. No. Total memory size is 4 for some reason. So why is it 4? Kind of weird. Okay. So since it's 4, let's just have 2 sticks in here. Let's remove the blue. No, that's not what I want to do, but okay. Remove that. Drop this on the ground probably 4 more times before the end of the live stream, just because why not? And let's see what happens again. $495. $496. Okay. What if I turn that off? And we unplug. Oh, I guess that works. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm going to learn to not yank that out 17 times and drop it on the ground. We'll figure that one out eventually. Let's see what happens this time. I'm losing my voice slightly. It's giving up on me. It's getting weak. So that doesn't work. Let's try to put you in the far right. See what happens this time. Oh, it's getting warmer in here. So, what is it doing? Something. I mean, the monitor turned on for a moment, like had the light turned on. So we have 1 working RAM slot, maybe. So what if I grab, let's just grab a couple more gigabytes and throw it in here, meaning all of it for a moment. I'm gonna give it some good pushings here to get it to go in. And let's see what happens again. Oh, I have to turn the power supply back on. It ain't gonna do much without power, that's for sure. Actually, no, let's plug in the... where's the cable again? I lost here. Oh. let's plug in the SSD once I figure out where the cable is for it. One moment. Okay, two-handed operation here. It's backwards. I think I've plugged the SSD in backwards every single time so far today, so that's still turned off. So that's fine. Let's turn you back on. And let's see what happens. Okay. Copyright, verified pool data, DRAM. All right, turned off again, like it has been doing. Yeah, my voice is getting a bit tired. Once we figure out how to get this thing to go back into Windows, I'll probably end it off. But I might just go back into Windows if I just like leave it alone for a while. That's like the most likely thing that will happen. Verifying pool data one more time. Turn back off. Okay. I wonder if it's due to the weird RAM. So let's unplug the three bottom ones. Yes, the computer's turned off. Unplug 3. The one we know is working is to the far left. Let's try one final thing. It says no drives found. Well, no, found a drive. It's booting. All right, so that's kind of weird. I guess I might have to get another motherboard and return this one because it seems like that RAM slot, and that one seem to do nothing, which is not ideal. But it is booting into Windows, so I mean, there's that. And it's not quite good enough, but what? 8 gigabytes of RAM found now. Hey, we can have 8 gigabytes of 800 megahertz RAM because I have an 8 gigabyte stick. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, that's not good because I need dual channel, and I mean, even triple channel we can have. Wait, that makes me wonder. Maybe, wait, what do we have in here? The Corsair. Right, Corsair. Is this the 8 gigabyte stick? Well, it has to be. The other ones are 2 gigabytes. No, the other ones are not 2 gigabytes. The other ones are more than 2. They are 4. So these two up here are 4 gigabyte sticks, and these two are 8 gigabytes. So I'll plug in a 8 gigabyte one in the blue slot, maybe. Turn the power supply off. Make sure there's no power. Yep, okay. Plug in this one. Maybe it's just I don't understand how the motherboard works. It's a possibility. Because I've never had a triple channel RAM setup like this before. So I might very well not know how to like use it. Well, it's doing something. Okay. So it's kind of confused about that. Okay. Are these slots dirty looking? No, not really. So what makes me wonder about this is, so in modern computers, you'd do RAM in this slot, RAM in this slot if you only have 2. But this is triple channel, but it has only 4. So what are you supposed to do about that one? I'm not exactly sure. Turn that back off. Let's move you over one slot. All right, turn you back on. I mean, if we can get 16 gigs in here working, I'll be happy with that, but yeah, I don't know. Me, no idea. I wonder, what if I forcefully push down the second RAM stick? Probably nothing. Oh, well, it's booting into Windows. I let go, and then it turned off? No, it's still on. Okay, I don't know. I was giving it a pretty good push. My thumb has some dents in it. Is it going to show 16 gigabytes? Oh, it is 16. No, I mean, kinda. What does that even mean? I don't know. It's only 800 megahertz. So let's try to go into the BIOS machine. Oh, I'm stepping on a bunch of things down here. I think this might be a BIOS related thing. The reason why is because it shows in Windows there's 16 gigabytes. So that means it should, in theory, well, okay. It shows in Windows it's 16 gigabytes, which is correct. But it's not running at the speed it's supposed to, and it only has 4 gigabytes out of the 6. It only has 8 gigabytes out of the 16 to work with. So I don't quite understand that one. Let's see. I'm just looking at all this stuff. There's like lots of things in here. Total memory is that. So memory frequency, how do we adjust that? Miscellaneous, advanced voltage. Oh, advanced memory settings. There we go. That's where we need to go, right? I think so. Memory multiplier. I don't know. Frequency. We need to go to 1600. There. 1600. I mean, it should work. 1600 RAM, isn't it? Yeah, 1600. So it should work. Probably not. It's probably not going to boot now. It's just going to sit there and give me errors and errors and errors and more errors and errors and errors, and I don't know. We will see. Well, I'm posted. My feet are getting sore. I've been standing on cords for the last 2 hours. Oh. Yeah, let's sit down on a unstable computer case. Unstable computer case in action. By the way, unstable computer cases are the best chair ever, according to everyone. So make sure to stand on your unstable computer case. Okay, so it's just going in loops. So I'm going to do hold the RAM down again and see if it boots into Windows. No. I let go way too many times. My fingers are getting sore from pushing on this little piece of paper. Oh, an actually boot. I held it in the middle. I wonder why. My finger had a bad time. Either way, what megahertz are we running at now? Let's find out. 800. Well, why? You're set to 1600 in the BIOS machine. I mean, at least it booted. Can I check RAM in here? No. CPU Z, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how to check RAM normally. As CPU Z, maybe GPU Z. I kind of doubt GPU Z. Oh, memory. Yeah, here we go. So we have, 16 GB. .800 megahertz, which equates to 1600 megahertz. So that's a good thing. So I guess we could just ignore Task Manager and we'll be fine. Okay, what if I like pull on this a little bit and like wiggle it around? Will it lock up and turn off? No. So I guess I can just ignore it. I have no idea. It's confusing me. Hello, Christopher does stuff. Hey, do you remember me? I don't know. I'm bad with remembering names. Were you in this live stream on this channel at some point, or was it the other one? It's reaching 90 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's not good. So we need to install the fan. Just at least a little bit here. How do we install it, by the way? Ow, my knee hurts sometimes when I walk around on it or something. Okay, one moment. I need to use two hands for said job of installing the CPU fan into a heat sink. Yeah, I'm not going to get it perfect. I'm just trying to get it on. Like, I'm trying to get it on enough. I'm trying to plug it in. One moment. Why isn't it? There we go. CPU fan engaged. It's already dropped 10 degrees. We used to talk in comments about a year ago. Awesome. How have you been doing, Christopher? I'm sorry for being quiet. My voice is tired. Very, very, very tired. So why do we have, in the BIOS, it shows 8 gigabytes, but I have 16 plugged in, and then we have 16 showing up here, but 8 showing up there. What does that mean? No, I mean, I'm asking you, what does that mean? I quit YouTube videos. Oh, okay, you're just in live streams now then, right? Why did you decide to quit YouTube videos? YouTube videos. Oh, it ain't gonna work. I don't have any internet. It ain't gonna do anything. That's some nice hot air coming out of there. Looking for network. Well, you got network now, so that's good. But I need to plug this. One moment. We need to plug the hard drive into the computer here. Beam G drive? Yeah, sure. Let's open it and see what happens. I expect nothing but overheating issues. Precisely overheating issues from the graphics card. Because the fan is only running at 50% speed for some reason. Yeah, I don't understand that one quite. How do we... Okay, is there... See too much stuff going on? That makes sense. Okay, so BeamNG drive is opening. No, it crashed. Let's open it again. See what happens. Oh, yeah, sure. Do I want to see my folder? No. Launch the game. So sitting here in the graphics card menu, we're at 48 Celsius at the desktop. I don't have any airflow working though, so I guess I don't know what to expect. We need to adjust the fan speed, and I don't know how. PC fan controller. I think I've used fan controller before. Installer. Yeah, let's see if it works. How's your day going, by the way? So, yeah, we're 46 Celsius. Turn on the overlay. It's the wrong C. This is the wrong graphics card name on here, but it doesn't matter. My day, yeah, how's your day going? All right, so I do expect graphical issues in thermals today because of what's going on. Noctua, I mean, it's a good fan. It's just, it needs to be blowing a lot more air than it's like precisely doing right now. It needs to be blowing twice the amount. Good, and yours? So far, I'm doing pretty good today. Just messing around with computers so far. Messing with computers and losing my voice, just about like always, in some capacity like that. So CPU is using 70 watts, and we're at 65 Celsius. Okay, that seems pretty good. 2.7 gigahertz, 100% usage on all 4 cores and 8 threads. That is a lot of usage right there. That's all right. It will get the job done. I say that as it freezes. Why is it showing? I just don't understand. So there's 9 people watching right now. So all 9 of you, do you have any idea why over here it says 8 gigabytes? Over here it says 16 gigabytes. In the BIOS it says I have 8 gigabytes. Coming over to here, I have 16 plugged in. I don't understand that one. BIOS is, I don't know. I'd expect the BIOS to be the correct one, but it's not. It only sees 8 gigabytes. So either this is perfectly fine or I am maxing it out. You know what? Screenshot it. There we go. I'm screenshotting that. That's perfect. That's indeed perfect. But then it doesn't boot on the other ones. I don't know. It's really weird. But no, it's seeming like it's maxed out because it's trying to stay under 8 gigabytes. All right, you can see it's page filing a little bit. It went down. 46 Celsius. That's going to go way up very rapidly, probably. I don't trust it. Power limit. Unattach these ones. There we go. Low power limit, high temperature allowance. Just so it kind of works, hopefully. Yeah, but that's not going any higher for some reason. 1200 RPM. That is way too low for a fan. Let me just adjust the name of the graphics card. It's bugging me. One moment. GTX 980 Ti. Control A, Control C. Go to here. There. Power. There. Apply. It should all change up on the top left now. Yes, it did. Perfect. And temperatures are kind of alright, actually. I mean, we aren't using nearly all of the graphics card. I mean, it's kind of to be expected in a way. I mean, we aren't maxing it out at 1080p. What is this, the lowest settings? Kinda. Well, let's go for the ultra settings, and then I'll turn them down from there. I would like to use this chair, but it's used as a table right now. Well, sitting there loading again. All right, we'll sit down. Yeah, it's taking its time. It probably would have been better changing the settings outside of the game. Like in the menu. That's alright. Yeah, let's see what the seller thinks of the whole CPU problem thing, or whatever that is. Let's see, any replies? No, I guess I'll reply. There. Please open a return request. Okay. Let's see. Do you want me to swap the motherboard out for another one? Question mark. There. All right. That's what I said. Let's see. Hi, is it fine? No. Yeah, good enough. All right, let's see what's going on over here. Like, it's kind of a shame that I think they want a refund, meaning I give it back and then they send another one. I think, I don't know. but like it's kind of working. So there's that. I mean, like, okay, that RAM slot works, and then that one only works if you put force on it, and it only kind of works. So I guess it doesn't really work. But then again, I'm gaming on it, so I don't know. Oh, look at that RAM usage. Holy smokes. Hey, that's not the i7 970 or no 920 performs, kinda. Yeah. Can I go back to the game, please? All right, so what can I disable on here to make the game run better? Well, I want to remove that one, that one. I will. Why is that using 140 watts? I don't know. Mesh quality, I'll put you to low. And we will turn motion blur off. Depth of field we are going to turn off. And by doing that, we might max out the graphics card. No, we are not. 80%, we're using a decent amount of power. We're using, what is that, 145 watts? Let's see how toasty those VR emulators are getting. They need heat sinks. Yeah. Let's just drive around here momentarily. Stop at the stop sign. There we go. I mean, temperatures, they're getting a bit up there. It needs more fan. That's really what it needs. So, reset. Let's just close the game. Graphics card usage goes to 1%. And let's try to use that fan control that we just downloaded. In theory, with fan control, fan control installer. Okay, what did Google say of it? Yeah, Google had no issue with it. I don't know. These are kind of my specs. A little nice. Do you like it? Run anyway. Let's get 14 viruses. It's almost perfect, except the motherboard is tacoed. Taco. Yeah, I read the agreement totally. Create desktop shortcut. Launch fan control. Sure, let's launch the fan control and go 2,000 RPM or something. And I don't know. I just need the thing to work. I just arrived from the YouTube homepage. I have zero context. Hi, Jackson. All right, so zero context. Okay, so what's going on? I bought a LGA 1366 motherboard off eBay, and then FedEx did jumping jacks on it or something, or ran it over with their pickup truck, or I don't know what. So the motherboard is the shape of a taco, which you can't really see. You can kind of see down there. The ass kind of bent up. And then coming over to here, you can really tell, but it's kind of all mangled. It's the shape of a taco, roughly. So that's a problem. And what's going on now is the RAM works in this slot. The RAM works in none of the other slots, not even the one this stick is in right here. Sort of. I can have all of them filled up and it will say I have 24 gigabytes of RAM, which is correct. And if we come over to here, right now I have 16 gigabytes plugged in. And in the BIOS, it says you only have 8 gigabytes plugged in. And over here, it says you only have 10 gigabytes. So something doesn't add up here. And then it says 800 megahertz down here, which is incorrect. I overclocked it in the BIOS to 1600 megahertz. But I should have, well, audio cut. Oh, I don't know what I just did. But yeah, I don't quite understand that at all, but okay. So how do I get the system fan to go up? Lost the stream for a moment. FYI, it's back. Oh, okay. We're going to say that the minimum is 100% fan. Is it going to go way up? Manual control. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Is it... Oh yeah, that's what we're looking for. It's going so fast it's vibrating. Let's see, double check. What does it say we're at in here? Yeah, 1900 RPM. 980 Ti is pretty good even in 2024. Mine's not so good, but yeah, it is a pretty solid graphics card, except in games like Alan Wake 2, where it's just kind of barely gets along. That's all right. The main problem is games don't support it. Full brakes. There we go. $140. Stream is buffering a lot. I do not know how to fix that, sadly. Temperature is a bit more manageable now. It's only, actually it's getting up there. I was going to say it's only 64 Celsius. That is one strong sign, I tell you what. Well, it's not that hot right now, but it's probably going to get hot in a bit. Because it's still warming up. It's only, like, been on for a few moments. $1080 Ti is good too. You see, the problem is that your gigahertz are not aligned with your hertz. What do you mean? BR3X? I'm confused. But you're saying, I'm not overclocking this or anything. It's at stock speeds. But even if, like, I don't know, me too. Okay. I heard if you have the BLCK adjusted, it can also adjust the RAM speed. But in this case, it's not the RAM speed, it's the, I mean, it kind of is. But in CPU-Z, it says it's 800 megahertz, and if you times that by 2, it's 1600, so it makes sense in that case. Let's see, likely an upstream internet issue. I'm using T-Mobile. Where is the taco board? I am hungry. Yeah, that's a good point, though, what you mean about that. It might be my phone causing it. Spent there. Coming over to the side. I don't know if you can see. It's the shape of a taco. You can probably see it better in the thumbnail. It's up to 69, 70. It's getting pretty warm. 100% usage. What happened? FedEx happened. Yeah, I don't know. We're graphics card bound right now, 100% usage. 73 watts roughly. I wonder what would happen if I go to here and we go 100% power limit. 180 watts. Holy smokes. 80, holy smokes, that temperature is rising very quickly. Do you care enough to complain to FedEx? Yeah, I complained to the seller. 225 watts. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's a concerningly warm temperature. I'm going to dial it back some. It was the graphics card hotspot. Probably 100C. Oh, yeah, it's getting there. Let's take it back down to 60%. Say goodbye to all that hot temperature. We do not need to cook a GTX 980 Ti today. But yeah, I'm needing to work out that whole shipping problem. But hey, at least it's working. But yeah, I think I need to get another one, like a refund, and maybe they can send me another one or something. We swap boards. These tires are not very good. We're making a very good U-turn here. 79 Celsius. I mean, it's working. Hello, tree. I'm not used to these tires. They don't do very good in this game. Shipping damage. Yep. Put a big box fan next to your PC. I've done similar in the past. I'll probably do that. Yeah, this one probably. One moment. This is a two-handed operation. I need to unwind a long cord. This is a two-handed operation. Let's see. Two-handed operation is complete. Almost. I gotta plug it in. Oh. All right. Let's see what happens now. So we're at 76C just sitting here. And fan is turned on to high. Nothing. That's my guess. Is it blowing into here? Yeah, it's definitely blowing into there. It actually gained a Celsius. I remember in one of your videos you used a fan. Yeah, it was a video on this graphics card. It seems to be doing precisely nothing. Or if it's doing anything, it's extremely marginal. I think I used this fan in a video on this graphics card actually. Blowing from the bottom. No, it's not getting in there. I think this might be the best option, maybe. 76. You can't see it. I'm still 76 though. By the way, don't blow into the GPU fan and blow backwards. Just a guess. I don't know if that. It's a really weird fan setup. Let me turn the fan off. It doesn't appear to be doing anything. So that's kind of weird. It's just a super itty bitty micro heatsink, and it's just not quite enough. Fan's on full blast. We just need some more RPMs out of the fan, I guess, is what it is. Dude, the whole fan is hot. The whole fan is boosting. The whole side of here is hot. Oh, that's even hotter, this part. Wow. And this is hot too. But it's not blowing that much air. So I guess I need a slightly stronger fan, maybe. Probably not. Well, no, that is the problem, because this is literally the stock. This is literally the stock fan. Where can I find dirt cheap laptops online? I don't know. I've never bought a laptop online before. I get them from either garage sales or like Goodwill. It's a place I've gotten a laptop. What's your budget for a laptop? And do you have a micro center near you? You can get a new laptop for $49.99. Sure, it's not amazing. I have two of them. Craigslist is good too. Maybe. I've not tried shopping on Craigslist for a laptop before. I don't think, at least. Actually, I probably shouldn't say I haven't. I probably have, and I just kind of forgot. If you can get partial use, and it barely works. Barely works. I mean, barely works, I would consider it. I don't know. It's stuck in a single channel. Yeah. I need is in single channel and limited to one stick. Did you want to just swap it out with another board, or let's see. There. It barely works, and will FedEx refund it? They banged it up in the box. I don't know. It's nice and toasty in here. We turned the air conditioner on. I don't know. I've been live streaming for 3 hours. I feel like I should end it off, but I don't want to, but my voice is not very good. My legs are getting tired from standing, so I guess that's probably enough. Oh no, my legs aren't getting tired from standing. My feet are getting tired from standing. The bottoms of them, because I've been standing on cords for the last 2 hours and 45 minutes, plus about an hour before I went live. Not very good. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So, for now, thank you for watching today's live stream. Hello, chicken. Yeah, thanks for watching today's live stream. And yeah, I have 3 YouTube channels, by the way. This one, there's one called Extra Lock, and then there's Lock.2. So if you're interested in gaming videos or car videos, check out those 2 channels. They're linked in this channel's BIOS, or not BIOS, what's it called? Homepage or something. If you're new, consider subscribing. If you want to help support the channel, I guess you could consider becoming a member, or don't. It's totally up to you. Either way, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will catch you again in the next live stream. Have a good day, Jackson, Chicken, and C&W, and whoever else might be here lurking in the background. See ya.